What's good, YouTube? Coda Propsy here, back with another top 5 waifus video for you guys. Now this I missed last week just because like there's some family stuff going on, and like I had to take that weekend off, so I wasn't able to like record the top 5 for you. So I'm bringing it back this week. We're gonna finish it up next week, even though Cross Tag Battle's releasing next week. I'm gonna finish it up next week, so it's whatever. Schedule's kind of thrown off, but whatever. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna be doing the top 5 waifus again to this week, and this week we're gonna be going over the top 5 RWBY waifus. Now I was gonna save RWBY for last, but then I was just like, I still need to do more research for Persona, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just pull up RWBY real quick, because RWBY, to be honest, RWBY got a lot of waifus, dog. Like, you wouldn't think, like, first glance you wouldn't think it does, but RWBY got some sleeper waifus in there, dog. You know, it's kind of nice. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the top 5. Alright, you guys, first person on the top 5 list, coming in at number 5, is Mama Belladonna herself, Kali. Now y'all don't understand, like, before y'all even, like, I know a lot of y'all probably wasn't even expecting Kali to be on this list at all, but y'all gotta understand, like, y'all can't sleep on Kali, dog. Like, Kali, she might not have the most screen time, which is like literally the only reason she's at number 5. Like, you see her like maybe like a couple times throughout the entire like season 4 or 5. Throughout season 4 you see her a couple times, and like throughout season 5 like it's like once or twice or something like that. I don't know, it's probably more than that, but still, she doesn't have a lot of screen time. But she is a sleeper wife. Like, y'all don't understand. Besides her being a whole snack and all that, first off, she's an actual wife. Like, obviously you're a waifu candidate if you're an actual wife, dog. Like, she take care of her husband, she take care of her kids. Like, you know, she a nice respectable woman, a respectable mom, a respectable wife. You feel me? The thing about Kali is too, and her personality, dog. Kali is literally like, she's one of those characters where like whenever you see her on screen, you can't help but smile, because she's so like, I want to say like I don't know what the right word is, like the way she interacts with people. Like, she's so funny in the way she interacts with people. She's like such a, like, she's kind of clumsy, but it's hilarious at the same time. Like, Kali, she's one of those characters that just brings a smile to your face anytime you see her on screen. And on top of that, like, Kali's not like, she's not a pushover either, dog. Like, cause she ain't afraid to throw hands. She got hands. You can't sleep on her, alright? You give her a tray or bro, I'm gonna spoil something. I'm not gonna, it's not like a serious spoiler, but like in volume 5 when her house is being invaded, Kali was kind of holding it down. She kind of 1v1 this bat guy, dog. I don't remember his name, but it was a whole bat dude. She picked up the burner off the floor. She was like, I'm gonna need all y'all to get up out my house. And then she picked up the tray and just went to town on homie. Like, she wasn't playing no game. She cleaned up real quick. Kali, I don't even, bro, like, y'all understand, Kali's a sleeper wife. I know, like I said, a lot of people probably surprised she's on the list. Like, y'all understand, like, Kali's a sleeper, great waifu can. Like I said, the only reason she's number 5 is because she doesn't have a lot of screen time. But other than that, Kali's top tier waifus. I'm sorry, one of the best males in RWBY, period. And that's why she's down here. She at number 5. Alright, coming in the number 4 spot, we have young Nora. Now, not young Nora. I feel like some people are gonna take that out of context. Like, I don't mean like kid Nora, like, obviously. Nora's number 4. Now, Nora's in kind of like the same boat as Kali for me, in the sense that, like, anytime I see her on screen, like, it just brings a smile to my face, because she's such a lovable and bubbly character. Like, she's so like, she's so comedic, and at the same time she's so nonchalant about a lot of things. Like, whenever you see her on screen, she's just doing her own thing, living her best life, doing whatever she needs to do to have fun, you know, trying to like brighten up everybody's day, put a smile on everybody's face. Like, that's basically like her whole role. But it's not like she doesn't care about anything, you know. Like, she does know when it's time to like get serious and stop joking around, you know, like, as she's done like many times in like many serious situations. Like, when they were fighting that grim, I forgot the name of it, that big horse grim at the end of like volume 4. When they were fighting that, she was hella serious about it. When they had that big fight at the end of volume 5, she was hella serious about it. So like, it's not like she's just goofy all the time. Like, she knows when it's time to get serious and when it's time to like not. But like, most of the time, whenever she's fighting somebody or something that's not like super life threatening or whatever, like if she's fighting a regular Grim, she's always just having fun, swinging her hammer around, doing whatever she wants to do. Any fight you see her in before like volume 4, she's always having fun. She always has a smile on her face, whatever she's doing. It's hilarious. And another thing I like about her too is like the way she interacts with a lot of other characters. Is because she's so like nonchalant and so friendly towards everybody. Like, she always likes to get all up close get up close in their face and everything, and like talk to them, which I feel like it kind of makes the other characters feel uncomfortable. At the same time, like, it's not super uncomfortable to the point where like, oh, get away from me, you know. And like her relationship with Ren too, I think that's a really like cool dynamic, like with them being like childhood friends and all. Like, I really like that whole relationship between Ren and Nora. Like, Nora, to be honest, like I don't know, like at first I really didn't like her, but like after like a couple times, like I kind of warmed up to her, and like she kind of started becoming a lot more funny and stuff to me. So I don't know, Nora made it up here to number 4. She's dope, dog. She's dope. Anyway, let's move on. All right, coming in at the number 3 spot, we already at the top 3. Coming in at number 3 is, in my opinion, the best MILF in all of RWBY, Raven Brockman. Now look, Raven would have been higher if she had a little bit more screen time. Like, I know she got a lot more screen time in like the last 2 volumes of RWBY that came out, but I don't know, like the couple moments of screen time she did get, like, I don't know, like they did something with her character, like it improved, it expanded upon what you knew about her character, but at the same time, it's like I kind of didn't like it, like like her whole attitude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I get where she's coming from, like, because her whole thing is she doesn't, if she deems you as weak, she doesn't see there being a point of like having you around. Like, she's a whole like, she's one of those survival of the fittest type people. Like, if you're weak, you die. If you're strong, you survive. That's her whole mentality. That's how she lives her life. That's how she runs her entire like tribe or whatever. You know, I saw cool and all, but my thing with that is like, when it comes to people like close to you, like family and stuff, like she kind of threw them away too, because she thought like either they were too weak or they were gonna be holding her back from like surviving or whatever, because they all were believing in what Ozpin and stuff was telling them, and she wasn't messing with that at all, so she didn't want to be with them. No, Raven, like she's kind of like a complicated character to get like wrap your head around at first, but then when you start breaking down her character, like you get to feel like a little bit more about her and stuff. But I don't know, it's I don't know. I just feel like it was a little too unnecessary. Like, she's a little too abrasive when it comes to the whole like, if you're weak you die kind of thing, you know. It's whatever. But you know, she's still up here because like, look, she probably has one of my favorite designs in RWBY, period. That's a fact. And even though like her whole mentality, I don't mess with it a lot, like I can like see where she's coming from, but I still like, it's meh to me. And on top of that, I feel like the way she fights is hella dope too. Like, I don't want to spoil anything for people that haven't seen like volume 5, but they did show like how she fights in volume 5. Like, the way her like semblance and stuff works, even though her semblance isn't really used for fighting, like it's just, I feel like that's spoiling stuff too. I can't really talk much about, I don't because the thing with RWBY is, they're really like, it's a really hard topic to touch on, even though I feel like I spoiled stuff already, but it's whatever. I feel like it should have been known like spoilers would be here. But anyway, the way her semblance works is basically like, she can teleport to, she has links to specific people, and she can teleport to them whenever she wants to, which I feel like is kind of close. It's kind of dope, because it kind of shows that even though she did separate from her family and stuff, like she still has portals connected to like Yang and Crow and Tai, meaning like she didn't completely cut them off, because like if she knew if they were in like actual life-threatening danger, she would like pull up to try and help or protect them, because like she doesn't completely not like them anymore, which I feel like it's kind of like a show of like, yeah, she did kind of throw them away, but at the same time she still loves them. She just doesn't want them to get like hurt or whatever because of what she's doing. I don't know, I guess she just doesn't agree with them. But eh, I don't know. Like I said, Raven's high-key like best MILF in RWBY to me. I just like her. I just like her character design. Personality is like 50-50 to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like the cocky like strong half of her, because she is like literally a strong independent woman. Like she doesn't care. I like that half of her. But then there's the other half where it's just like she's she's low key kind of a bitch. So it's like I don't know, but it's whatever. But yeah, that's why she's down here at number 3. Alright, coming in at the number 2 spot, we are at the final 2. Coming at number 2, though. I feel like a lot of people, anybody who knows, you should have seen this coming. Coming at number 2 is gonna be Neo. Now look, y'all understand, Neo, when I first saw Neo was like waifu material as soon as I saw her. Like her design was dope. Her design was dope. And then like when I saw her fighting Yang, that was even more like dope to me, because she's such a... The thing with her, she doesn't talk. I don't think they ever explain why she doesn't talk. But like she doesn't talk, but her attitude, like she's so cocky and sassy at the same time. Like I just love that whole attitude about her. And like when she was fighting Yang, like it showed off a lot, because when she was fighting Yang in volume 2, she was literally just playing around with Yang the entire time, and just like playing around, doing a whole bunch of flips and stuff. Like she flipped away from Yang, sat down in a crate, and just started smiling at her. I thought that was hella funny. Yeah, like she's such a mischievous character too, just because of how her semblance works. Like her semblance is kind of like, they're like physical illusions. So like she can make you see things, but they're actually real. So she can disguise herself or make it seem like she's there when she's really not, for like escapes and stuff. So like she's like a really mischievous character, and you really find that out in like volume 3 when she's like disguised and all this stuff. I really want to know what happened to her at the end of volume 3, because like I know Tortrick died, but like you're not fit to tell me she died too. Like, because all that happened is she kind of flew off the ship with her umbrella, and I'm kind of like, why is she not back yet? Like I need baby girl to come back. Like why is she not back yet? Like what are they doing? What is happening? Like you're not gonna tell me she's still falling, dog. Like stop. She's too good to get off just by falling, dog. I'm sorry. I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it. If she pulls up in the next volume that's coming out this I think it was summer, it's confirmed for. No, it's not summer. I know that volume 6 is coming out sometime like in October, I think. I don't know, sometime around then. But if she comes back in the next volume, bro, I'm gonna be so happy. You don't even understand. Like Neo, I need more Neo in my life. I need more of Neo. Neo is hilarious. And she's more so hilarious just because of like the RWBY chibi stuff, because like they make it so that she puts up like little signs to say what she wants to say. I feel like that's, I don't know, characters that do that are just hilarious to me, because like they always put up the perfect sign for the perfect situation. I can't. But yeah, Neo's dope, but she's only number 2. But yeah, she's still top 2 though. Top 2 waifu on here. Neo's dope, and that's why she's number 2. Coming in at the number 1 spot. Like I said, this shouldn't, like, just like Neo, if anybody that knows me should know, this should not come as like a surprise. Coming in at the number 1 spot is baby girl Blake. Now look, there's so many things I could say about Blake, but I'm not trying to stretch this video out to 20 to 30 minutes. So first off, Blake, her design is dope. She's also a Neko girl. Anybody knows I love Neko girls to death. Any like furry type of girl, like I said, Makoto, she's a squirrel girl. She's not a Neko, but she's a squirrel girl, and like I don't know what it is. I'm low-key a furry. I've accepted it. Blake, she's a Neko girl. I love Neko girls to death. And on top of that, she's an edgy Neko girl, but she's not really edgy right now at this point in the series. But at the beginning of the series, she was kind of like a loner / edgy type of person. Like her whole thing was she never wanted to get close to people, because she never wanted to like reveal her secret of her being like a faunus. But she got over that, and she revealed it to like the rest of Team RWBY. Or she didn't reveal it, but they kind of found out. But it made them closer as friends, because they found out, because they were all like hella mysterious. They were all like curious about her past and stuff, and she didn't really bring up her past because she was a part of like the White Fang and all that. Like Blake high-key went through like a lot of character development throughout all 4 volumes or all 5 volumes of RWBY. Like she went from being a loner to I guess she went from being a loner to like a really like dedicated, headstrong like activist. Then she went from that to like she was depressed for a little bit because her friends got hurt of like things that came back from her past, and kind of like messed things up, and now she's back with them, and she's kind of like, she's more grown up and more matured a little bit, and she's like more focused, and she knows what she wants to do now, which I really like. I really fuck with that, because it's like, it just shows growth in her character, and I love whenever like whenever I like a character and like they start out at a certain point, I always like to see their growth of them. And Blake, I feel like Blake had one of the best like character developments in the show, to be honest. Like, most of Team RWBY did have some really good development, like all of them, but Blake's, to be honest, is probably one of my favorites, because it shows her going from like trying to run away from her past. It shows her from trying to run away from her past to like getting over it, and now figuring out what she wants to do to go further in her life, to like fix whatever like messed up her past, you know. Like, I really mess with that. Like, there's not a lot of things I can really like say I dislike a lot about Blake. Like, I don't know, she's just one of those characters. Like, I just liked her from the moment I saw her, to be honest. Like, her theme is dope. Like I said, her design is dope. Her volume 4 design, amazing. I'm sure to God, I need Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle to have a volume 4 costume pack for the RWBY girls, because Ruby's volume 4 outfit, Blake's volume 4 outfit, and Yang's volume 4 outfit are all fire and top tier, and need some appreciation. I'm sorry. Like, it needs to happen. Like, Waifus is good too, but it's like, whatever. Whatever. But those three, they need some appreciation. I'm sorry. Like, I need it to be a thing. I'm sorry, I need it to be a thing. And Blake looking kind of nice in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle too. Like, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, like I said, is coming out next week. I'm about to be manning the life out of Blake. All right, I'm aiming to be the best Blake NA, even though it's not gonna happen. But you know, goals are goals, dog. Goals are goals. But like I said, yeah, Blake is my favorite female in all of RWBY, just because like her design, her development, everything about her. I just love it. I can't pinpoint one thing I don't like about her, to be honest. And yeah, that's why she's here at number 1. Alright, you guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around to this video. I know this is like a little bit longer. It's like almost reaching 20 minutes. I'm gonna try and cut it down, see as much as I can cut it down to. But thank you guys for sticking through the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, as well as comment down below your own top 5. I know when it comes to RWBY, there's a lot of like waifu debates and stuff. There's a lot of like controversial debates in general, but if you have your own top 5 waifu list, please leave them down in the comment section below. I love reading the comments, as well as give me your suggestions for any more top 5s you think I should do in the future. Like I said, Persona 4 is going to be next week, and it's going to be the last one of this series, or of the Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle Waifu series. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down, and I will try and see what I can do to make this top 5 series keep going, because I want it to keep going as long as I can. The suggestions can be based off of anything: music, anime, movies, whatever. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of it. Like I said, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So, bye.